Okay, so for this hackathon, we are proposing a app, Fitness, Fitness at its best. It's basically a health monitoring app for all you folks. So as we can see here, obesity is a big issue today. We can see so many articles related to obesity. So what is Fitness? So due to its drastic increase during the past decade, obesity has become an epidemic phenomenon in most of the developed countries. So we see that 4 out of 5 people are obese in India. Also, due to COVID-19, people have been mostly eating at their homes, leading to the illusion that they're eating healthy, which is not true, which might not be true. Mindless eating while working from home can be a disaster to one's health. That is why we propose a food detector app, Fitness, for Angel Hacks 2.0. So I worked on the machine learning portion for this. Okay, so I have used PyTorch for the same. This is the portion where we are training the model. I have used 10epochs for the same, and we have used 40 categories for categorization of the images, and we have visualized the same over here. This is a small image, but like, yeah. So we have taken Indian category foods. Also, availability of dataset was a very difficult task here. We had to scrape the images. We thought that it would be easy for us to get that, but no, that's not easy. There's no dataset readily available out there. So we visualize the model here, and we have used transfer learning for the same. Here the training begins, and we see that as we train a model, the accuracy increases, and it is finally 92%, approximately 92.34%. And as we can see, we visualize the model, and the predicted and the actual outputs are same. Like as you can see here, here, here. Yeah, that's all. So I would give the control to Abhishek for the future presentation.
Thank you, Vasudha. Now taking over, let's discuss about the workflow of our application. So as you can see on the screen, this is a very basic layout of how our application works. So since our application was based on an ML idea, we needed an interface to show it to the audience, and we chose a Flutter app because it was cross-platform as well as fast enough to meet our requirements. So as you can see, the first 2-3 screens, they are the opening screens of our application, and the third screen you can see we have a basic OAuth sign up for the user. Now the further screens, we have one screen where we are confirming the email password also. I mean, it's an alternate given. And in the next screen, we ask user for some basic health details, for example, his age, his weight, his height, so that we can perform some necessary calculations like his BMI and give him some health metrics so that he could use those metrics to improve his health. We also have some medium links on the application in which will be opening inside the application itself, and that will be used for motivating the viewers and the users of the application so that they can have a better and healthier diet. And we also have an analytics section which you can see on the right hand side, on the left hand side of the screen, my bad, in the bluish part. Like, so the analytics plays a major role in our application based on whatever metrics that we get from our users based on the type of food logs that they upload. We are going to be analyzing it for the different amount of calories, nutrients, and give them back some feedback and response. And we have a list of mood logs, as you can see down. So whenever a user eats any food, he will be putting a picture of the food, and our ML model will be detecting it. It will be tagging it with a specific label that we have already trained before, and we'll be using it to give back satisfactory responses to the user and do all our further analysis. So moving on to the next screen. Why are we unique? So again, detection of all the different nutrients and stuff is not something new. So how do we differ out from the other models out there? So our application, firstly, if you see, it's based on an idea that we developed along. So most of the other applications out there, they are paid for mostly premium users, and you have to pay for it like all the recommendations that you get on Swiggy, Amazon, Swiggy, or you can have Uber Eats or something. So all of those are paid, but for us it's free because we are making it open source. We have our business model different, where we would be collaborating with food delivery companies, and this would not only enable them to have better sales, but also help users to make a healthier choice and boost their productivity. I mean, boost the sales of these food delivering companies. So it would be a win-win situation for both of them. And this has a very high probability of sales rising, especially in COVID times, where people are much more concerned about health and food. And in these times where restaurants are actually facing issues like in their sales and everything, a choice like this would definitely lead to sales outgrowth. And even local businesses which sell healthy food can benefit a lot out from our application. So here I would like to demonstrate one of the major challenges that I faced while integrating this application with our ML model. So can we switch over to the code snippet, Vasudha? Yeah, so as you can see, this very small snippet here, this actually took us quite a lot of time to process. So initially, the ML model that we got, it was taking a bit of time for us to process the data and give us output in, let's say, 5 to 6 seconds, which was not that much optimized in terms of the backend response. So we had to do some pre-transformations and everything and make sure that some transformations were happening in the app and some were happening on our backend in order to get us the best results. So overall, we were able to speed up a lot. And finally, this application runs smoothly with this current architecture. And again, as Vasudha mentioned, we are using EfficientNet for our models. So that quite helped us a lot in speeding up the stuff. And this is one of the basic issues that we faced in our projects, which I would like to say we were very proud of when we actually completed it towards the end. I mean, we achieved overcoming it in the end. So moving on. Snapshots are for app. So I would just like to give my friend Siddharth the opportunity to take over, because he would be a better person to explain you the intricacies of our app. Over to you, Siddharth.
Yeah, so I actually designed the UI for this app. I mean, the initial workflow we planned together, and then I like sketched a proper UI on Figma. So if you could go to the next slide, we can show the sign up flow. And yes, we chose this color scheme because this peachish color scheme, it symbolizes caring and friendship and like trustworthiness. So that's why that was the main motive behind the app, and because we care for people's health, that's why we chose this color scheme. So you can see, what you can see here is the basic sign up login flow, and this is the login flow, and then the next one is the sign up flow. And once the user signs up on our application, we get some new details from the user. If you could go to the next screen, Vasudha. Yeah. And we include the height, weight, and age details when the user is signing up. And from the height and weight details, we calculate the BMI. And this BMI is used to set up the initial health score for the person. And if you could see the third screenshot over here, we are actually showing some Medium articles which are related to the health score of that particular individual. If you could go to the next screen. Yeah, so the previous screen was the home screen, and this screen is called the analytics screen. In the analytics screen, we are actually showing the history of calorie intake and protein intake and carbohydrate and fat, etc. So this is a basic line chart which shows you the amount of calories you have consumed in the last 30 days. And if you press the the button with the plus icon, you'll be redirected to the ad log screen, where after clicking the picture, our model will actually, our app sends the picture to the backend, and the backend processes the image. It returns the title and all of the values that you see here. It also includes the serving, the calories, carbs, proteins, and fats. And we are giving the user full control over whatever they want to change, because we had a lot of difficulty in collecting the data. So that's why if the user is changing, we are also maintaining a flag that the user is changing this thing. So if you want to improve a model, it will help us better. So if the user wants to change the serving, the calories, the carbs, proteins, anything, they can change it. And additionally, they can add some comments as well. And they can also edit the title. So if the food was directed incorrectly, they can also change the title. So this is the basic proof of work application that we made around the ML model that we had. And this was it for our application. And if you could switch to the next slide, we can show the link for our, yeah. So this is the link if you see down below. This is the link for our About README, which contains the links to all the three repositories, the backend ML and the app repository. And additionally, it also contains some insight onto what challenges we faced and what was the basic idea. I mean, a more in-depth analysis. We wrote that. So that was it from our side. Thanks a lot.